Hello dear students, I welcome you all again on behalf of Sonadevi Sethia Girls PG College Sujangarh on an online lecture on hyperbole and pun. So first have look on hyperbole. What is hyperbole? Hyperbole derived from a Greek word which means overcasting. It is a figure of speech that involves an exaggeration of ideas for the sake of emphasis. Hyperboles are used in speech and writing for effect, for producing more effect. So the establishment that a hyperbole creates bring particular attention to that thought or idea. Hyperboles are not meant to be taken literally but stand out and create emphasis. Hyperbole is when you use language to exaggerate what you mean or what you emphasize a point. It is often used to make something sound much bigger, much better than it actually is, or to make something sound much more dramatic. So let's have a look on what is hyperbole with its example. So it is a figure of speech which exaggerated language used for emphasis. As you can see in the picture on the screen, my shoes are killing me. So what does it mean? Can shoes kill somebody? No, my shoes hurt very bad. But in a very exaggerated manner, in a very hyperbolic manner, the girl is saying like that, my shoes are killing me. It means her shoes hurt her very badly. The another example you can see on the screen, hyperbole is a great exaggeration to create emphasis or effect. As such, the horse is saying, I'm so hungry. I could eat a horse. Is it possible? No, no one can eat a horse, but the person is so hungry that he is saying like that, I could eat a horse. And the second one, he is as skinny as a toothpick. The person is very skinny. He is looking like a toothpick, but no one can so much skinny like a toothpick. So in next example you can see, she cried so long for such a long time that she made a lake. It is not possible that someone is crying for such a long time and through the tears the person can make a lake. No, it is not possible. Like we can using the person is crying for such a long time that he can fill the buckets, but it is not possible that one can fill the buckets, one can create a lake by the tears. So it is exaggeration. It is hyperbole. So I just give you some common examples of hyperbole. As my grandmother is as old as the hills. The hills are so ancient from many ages, but the grandmother is as old. So that is the hyperbole, exaggerated. Your suitcase weighs a ton. It is not visible. She is as heavy as an elephant. Someone is healthy and we are just giving them exaggerated manner. We are saying in a very exaggerated manner that she is as heavy as an elephant. I'm dying of shame. I'm trying to solve a million issues these days. It is possible that one can solve some issues, or not some issues, the million issues in some days. It's been ages since I last saw you. The human being mortal. And we can't live for ages, but the person is saying that I saw you after so many ages, and I could sleep for a year. It is not possible. One can sleep more than 12 to 15 hours, but the person is saying I could sleep for a year. It is not possible. It is exaggerated. It is hyperbole. So just have some example of hyperbole in literature. So the American poet W.H. Auden writes in his poem, as I walked out one evening, what does he say? I love you, dear, I love you. Till China and Africa meet, and the river jumps over the mountain, and the salmon sings in the street. So What does W.H. Auden here says that when will China and Africa meet? It is possible? No, it is not possible that the China and Africa could meet. How can a river jump over a mountain? It is flowing down from the mountain. It never can jump over the mountain. And when will salmon be intelligent enough to sing or evolved enough to walk the streets? No, not at all. So of course none of these things will happen. So it implies that the author will love her forever. So W.H. Auden is using hyperbole to emphasize the strength of his love. Have a look on the another example. It is written by William Shakespeare in his sonnet 99. So, the forward violet thus did I chide, sweet thief, whence didst thou steal thy sweet that smells, if not from my love's breath? So, in this sonnet, Shakespeare imagines that the sweet smell of a violet has come from his lover's breath. This is a clear overstatement. It is exaggeration, as it is impossible for nature to have taken its smell from the lover. So in fact, his lover's breath is almost surely not as sweet smelling as a violet. So yet Shakespeare's love overcomes reason. So this hyperbole example gives us the greater insight into Shakespeare's all-encompassing love for the subject of the poem. So I hope it is clear to you what is hyperbole. So next, pun. What is pun? A pun is a literary device that is also known as a play on words. Playing with words. So puns involve words with similar or identical sounds but with different meanings. Their play on words also relies on a word or phrase having more than one meaning. Puns are generally intended to be humorous, but they often have a serious purpose as well as in literary works. So, only a word in a sentence that produce two and more different meanings, and it creates the comic situation. So I just give you some common examples of pun. Her cat is near the computer to keep an eye on the mouse. So mouse, here we know the two meanings. Now that I have graph paper, I guess it's time to plot something. Plot and make like a tree and leave. Leave, the two meanings. Hand me that newspaper so we don't have crosswords. So just have the look on the screen the examples of pun in literature. So in the beginning of Shakespeare's play Hamlet, the main character Hamlet is so upset at the death of his father and what he considered to be the too hasty remarriage of his mother Gertrude to his uncle Claudius. So in Act 1st, Scene 2nd, Claudius asks Hamlet why he is so gloomy by using a metaphor of about clouds hanging on him. So, Claudius, how is it that the clouds still hang on you? So, the Hamlet saying, not so my lord, I'm too much, I'm the sun. So, Hamlet uses the phrase in the sun, that is to deny that he is gloomy. So directly refuting Claudius' use of clouds. So however, at the same time, Hamlet is making a homophonic pun on sun and sun to refer to the sun, that is the amber glowing sun, and another is the sun. To refer to the fact that Hamlet is actually upset that Claudius' marriage to Gertrude has made Hamlet his stepson. So this example shows a way that puns can operate in a way that is not merely humorous. So here Hamlet uses a pun to hint at a meaning he can't say outright. So the pun allows him to land a punch at Claudius without even obviously throwing one. I just want to give you another example of pun. I think it is clearly make you understand what is pun. So, a pun is employed to produce a ludicrous effect. It consists in the use of a word in such a way that it is capable of more than one application. Only a word in a sentence that can produce two meanings, even in a single sentence. As you can see, the example, an ambassador is an honest man who lies abroad for the good of his country. So here the lies is pun, because the lies is producing here two meaning. As you can see in this statement, in this sentence, the word lies has been used in double meaning. That one meaning is being and making false statement. What the lies means? To staying somewhere. So the ambassador has to stay somewhere else out of his country for the sake of his country, because he is an ambassador. And the another meaning is he is making a lie statement. He is speaking lie. So this figure of speech is widely used by us in our daily communication. So I hope it is clear to you what is hyperbole and what is pun. So till that, keep loving the videos and keep studying. Thank you.